Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Ram Ram Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasana. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram. I could also Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram,
पार्किंग फिर वो मल्टी लेवल ट्रक पार्किंग में जाना पड़ेगा।
Hare वहाँ जा सकते ना मल्टीपार्ट।
अब तो फिर MNCP में चलेंगे कार पार्किंग।
हाँ
ठीक है भाई, पार्किंग
चल लास्ट टाइम जा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण राम राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna. Ram 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 Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Ram 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 Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Ram 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 Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Ram Ram. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare. हरे वो हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे वो पद्माली
You Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I'm close to Srila Prabhupada. सभी भक्तों को मेरा सादा दंडवत प्रणाम है। जैसे आप सब अब तक तो परिचित होंगे ही या समाचार प्राप्त हुआ होगा या आप सब जानते ही होंगे। कल हमारे लिए, हम सभी के लिए, पूरे इस्कॉन जगत के लिए एक अच्छा समाचार या अच्छा न्यूज नहीं मिला है। हमारे बीच परम पूज्य श्री कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज नहीं रहे हैं। कल उन्होंने श्री वृंदावन धाम में अपना शरीर त्यागा है। तो आज उनके संस्मृति या उनके उपलक्ष्य में हम कुछ सुनेंगे और आप सभी को भी, आप में से कोई भक्त यदि उनके विषय में कुछ कहना चाहता है, महाराज को ग्लोरीफाई करना चाहते हैं, तो आप हैंड रेस कर सकते हैं। सर्वप्रथम हम गुरु महाराज जी के मुखारविंद से श्रवण करेंगे महाराज जी के विषय में, और तत्पश्चात कुछ भक्त है हमारे बीच। श्रीमान स्वरूप दामोदर प्रभु भी उपस्थित है चेन्नई से, जो कि श्रील कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज जी के ही एक शिष्य है। तो हम प्रभु जी से भी सुनेंगे और फिर आप में से कोई भक्त यदि बोलना चाहते हैं महाराज जी के विषय में तो हैंड रेस कर सकते हैं। गुरु महाराज जी अभी एयरपोर्ट के रास्ते में है, तिरुपति बालाजी जा रहे हैं गुरु महाराज। तो सर्वप्रथम गुरु महाराज जी से श्रवण करेंगे और तत्पश्चात आप में से कोई भक्त भी बोलना चाहते हैं तो हैंड रेस कीजिएगा प्लीज।
Hare Krishna. Can I speak, Prabhu?
I'll speak first.
First,
Maharaj would be speaking first, Prabhu. Then we'll
Yeah, okay.
come to you.
Thank you.
Right, so हिंदी में बोलें?
जी जी गुरु महाराज, हिंदी बेटर रहेगा।
अंग्रेजी में बोल सकते हैं, कोई अंग्रेजी बोलना चाहता तो ये अच्छा होता कि मैं भी वृंदावन के लिए प्रस्थान करता, तो उचित भी होता, किंतु वह पूर्व नियोजित कार्यक्रम के अनुसार मुझे तिरुपति बालाजी इस्कॉन तिरुपति का ये जाना पड़ रहा है। तो मेरे स्थान पर ऑन माय बिहाफ वैसे कई सारे भक्तों को मैं नोएडा से भेज रहा हूँ। वेदांत चैतन्य प्रभु यहाँ के मंदिर के अध्यक्ष और दीनानुकंपा भी माता जी भी वृंदावन प्रस्थान कर रही है। ऋग विद्यानिधि प्रभु लाइक दैट सनातन ऑल्सो जो नोएडा में थे हमारे साथ, उनको भी वो तो कहते तो है, जैसे पद्माली प्रभु भी कह रहे थे, ये निधन का समाचार तो दुखद ही माना जाता है इन जनरली, किंतु वैष्णवों के लिए ये सुखद अनुभव भी होता है। यदि वैष्णव भगवान की लीला में प्रवेश करते हैं, नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट हो जाते हैं, तो ये तो सुख या हर्ष की तो बात है ना। तो आई थिंक हम सभी पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ कह सकते हैं कि हमारे कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज भगवत धाम लौटे। तो यदि वे भगवान के साथ अभी है तो दुख किस बात का। और फिर दुख भी तो है इस बात का कि इनका संग हमने किया, और उनके संग में कुछ पिछले 30-35 सालों से रहे, उनके साथ कई सारी सेवाएं की और उनके साथ कीर्तन किया हमने। हाँ, कोई कीर्तनिया भी थे। तो अब वो नहीं कर पाएंगे, उस ऐसे संग से हम वंचित होंगे, तो ये दुख की बात जरूर है। वैसे कुछ दिन पहले मैं उनको मिलने गया था दावन, और वैसे मिला भी कहो, किंतु हम एक दूसरों से वार्तालाप या बात नहीं कर पाए। ऐसी स्थिति में महाराज थे। तो फिर हमने उनके लिए कीर्तन ही किया, और कई सारे भक्त उपस्थित थे। जाते जाते हमने कुछ भेंट भी लेके गए थे महाराज को समर्पित करने हेतु। तो इस विचार से भी हम गए थे कि अब महाराज भगवत धाम के लिए प्रस्थान करने जा रहे हैं, ये तो ऐसी कोई उचित हम भेंट देते हैं ताकि यह हरी हरी। तो हमने ब्रजमंडल परिक्रमा का मेरा जो ग्रंथ है वो भी महाराज को दिया, और उसमें मैंने लिखा भी था, हाँ, कि आई विश यू हैप्पी जर्नी महाराज। आपका वृंदावन की यात्रा या वृंदावन की ओर की यात्रा, और फिर वहां पहुंचकर वृंदावन ब्रजमंडल की यात्रा मंगलमय हो। मैं कुछ फल भी ले गया था, तो इस विचार से कि ऑन द जर्नी ही कुड हैव सम प्रसाद भी ले सकते हैं ऑन द वे टू वृंदावन। मैं एक गाय को भी ले गया, छोटी सी गाय और बछड़ा। अरे व्हाट हैपेंड, इज एवरीथिंग नॉर्मल? अच्छा, पद्माली प्रभु दिखा रहे हैं। तो हरी हरी। विश यू वेरी हैप्पी जर्नी टू एंड अराउंड ब्रजमंडल। फिर आगे मैंने ये भी लिखा था, होपिंग टू ज्वाइन यू सून महाराज। सो अब महाराज का मिलना है, तो महाराज जहाँ है वही जाकर मिलना होगा। तो मैंने कहा था कि हम आशा करते हैं कि हम भी आपको मिलेंगे जहाँ आप हो।
अरे वाह।
और तो गाय साथ में ले जाने का, गाय की मूर्ति मैं इस सोच के साथ ले गया था कि जब हमारे मार्ग में हम कहीं जा रहे हैं, प्रवास हो रहा है, और गाय का दर्शन करते हैं। गाय आती उस दूसरी दिशा से या रास्ते को क्रॉस करती है तो उसको बड़ा ही शुभ माना जाता है। तो जब मैं आई वॉज विशिंग हिम हैप्पी जर्नी तो हमने सोचा कि अगर मार्ग में वो गाय को देखते, गाय का दर्शन करते हैं तो उनकी जर्नी जरूर शुभ होगी। हरी हरी। तो कल के दिन ऐसे वृंदावन में जहाँ महाराज थे, ऑफ कोर्स वहाँ महाराज वृंदावन में ही पहुंच गए। वृंदावन कई महीनों से, आई थिंक राधाष्टमी के समय से मैं सोच रहा था दिस इज ये कृष्ण भावना हमें क्या कहते थे, जीने की राह या ओके वो भी कहते कला, आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग भी सिखाती है। और ये कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस आर्ट ऑफ डाइंग भी सिखाती है। आर्ट एंड साइंस का हो तो ऐसे महाराज को जैसे ही पता चला कि अब क्या ही वाज यार कोई कैंसर से, तो वो कैंसर जब डिटेक्ट हुआ तो महाराज दौड़ पड़े वृंदावन की ओर। जैसे श्रील प्रभुपाद भी वृंदावन में आकर अपना शरीर त्यागना चाहते थे तो कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज भी वृंदावन पहुंच गए और वही निवास कर रहे थे और प्रतीक्षा कर रहे थे या कहो इवन स्वागत कर रहे थे कब आएगा वो दिन। मैं जब उनको कार्तिक में मिला था तो हम घंटे भर उनके साथ बैठे थे और बातें हो रही थी। तो मैंने ये महसूस किया कि इसको कृष्ण कहते हैं कौमारम यौवनम जरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति। शरीर में परिवर्तन होता है, कुमार, यौवनम, जरा, और बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन होता है जब मृत्यु होती है। लेकिन जो धीर होते हैं न मुह्यति, ऐसे परिवर्तन से वे विचलित नहीं होते। तो महाराज के साथ मैं जब ये बातें कर रहा था, उनके मृत्यु या डिपार्चर की बातें हो ही रही थी। तो लेकिन इस भाव के साथ या जो विचार वे प्रकट कर रहे थे उस तो मुझे स्मरण आया धीर सत्र न मुह्यति। इसी को कहते हैं धीर, undisturbed. Maharaj was not at all disturbed. It was amazing. So महाराज आई थिंक उसी समय कहा गया उनके क्वार्टर में। हाँ
जी जी गुरु मास्टर उसी समय का।
So हरी हरी। अच्छा उस समय भी मैंने एक ब्रजमंडल किताब दिया था और कुछ दिन पहले मैं गया था तो दोबारा उसी किताब को ब्रजमंडल को दे दिया। हरी हरी गौरंगा। तो महाराज ने सारे इस्कॉन जगत के समक्ष जैसा उदाहरण एग्जाम्पल रखा है, एक आदर्श रखा हुआ है। और कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस प्रोसेस जो प्रभुपाद ने हमको दी है, इट वर्क्स, इसका भी हमको साक्षात्कार होना चाहिए। जब इस प्रकार के डिपार्चर होते हुए देखते हैं, सक्सेसफुल डिपार्चर्स रिटर्निंग बैक टू होम, बैक टू गॉड हेड, तो और ये भी है परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तनम, ये विक्ट्री भी है कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस आंदोलन के लिए। ऑल इज वेल दैट एंड्स वेल, अंग्रेजी में कहते हैं ऑल इज वेल दैट एंड्स वेल, से ये एंडिंग हुआ कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज। सो ऑल इज वेल। और ये कल का एंडिंग मैं कह रहा था, वृंदावन में असंख्य भक्तों से घिरे हुए थे महाराज, और सभी भक्त कीर्तन कर रहे थे। महाराज तो थे ही वृंदावन में, रमन रेती में ही थे, और उनके गुरु महाराज अद्वैत जय अद्वैत महाराज भी उपस्थित थे। तो ये सब तो था ही, लेकिन हमें इस बात का भी स्मरण हुआ कि कल का जो दिन डिपार्चर का, कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज के डिपार्चर का दिन, वो दिन वही रहा जिस दिन संत तुकाराम महाराज के तुकाराम महाराज जिस दिन डिपार्ट किए वैकुंठ के लिए, वो दिन कल का ही था। और देहू में यस्टरडे, कल, ऐसे लाखों लोग हर वर्ष आते हैं, और जो तुकाराम महाराज का तिरुभाव की तिथि है कल के दिन, 2 days आफ्टर गौर पूर्णिमा, जो कल की द्वितीया थी, जिसको तुकाराम बीज मराठी में कहते, तुकाराम संत तुकाराम बीज द्वितीया। तो व्हाट ऑस्पिशियस डे कहिए, कितना मंगलमय और विशेष दिन। और न तो वो दिन वही रहा, तुकाराम महाराज मध्याह्न के समय डिपार्ट किए, और आप जानते हो भगवान ने उनके लिए विमान भेजा था, वैकुंठ से विमान भेजे थे। तुकाराम महाराज में आरूढ़ भी हुए, और मध्याह्न के समय प्रस्थान किया, उड़ान भरा और वैकुंठ के लिए प्रस्थान हुआ। तो कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज का प्रस्थान भी एग्जैक्टली द सेम टाइम, कोइंसाइडिंग नून टाइम। तो मैं भी सोचता था, आई विश अगर मेरा भी अभी जब कभी डिपार्चर हो तो ऐसे दिन। तो महाराज ने तो एक दिन कवर किया। हरे कृष्णा। तो मंगलमय दिन भी और मंगलमय मुहूर्त भी कहिए, महाराज ब्रह्म धाम के लिए प्रस्थान किए। तो इसीलिए ये हर्ष का भी दिन है, इसीलिए हमको तिरुभाव महोत्सव हम कहते हैं। महोत्सव, हम लोग उत्सव मनाते हैं, we celebrate that, so it's a celebration. Okay, so नित्य लीला प्रविष्टा श्री श्रीमद कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, श्री श्री ललिता विशाखा तथा श्याम सुंदर की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि।
परम पूज्य श्री कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज की जय। परम पूज्य श्री लोकनाथ स्वामी महाराज की जय। तो अब हम अनुरोध करना चाहेंगे श्रीमान स्वरूप दामोदर प्रभु, जो कि कदम कानन महाराज जी के ही शिष्य हैं, प्रभु जी से हम कुछ सुनेंगे और फिर हमारे कुछ गुरु भाई बहन भी तैयार है कहने या बोलने, हम उनसे भी श्रवण करेंगे। स्वरूप दामोदर प्रभु। स्वरूप दामोदर प्रभु, कैन हियर मी, काइंडली स्पीक प्रभु जी।
Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yeah, can hear you now.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna to all devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Gurudev and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Actually, I have no qualification to speak. I am just speaking for my purification. So I will just share like what I'm able to recollect about a few of the Maharaj's life pastimes and the instructions which I was discussed during my initiation time. So Maharaj appeared on April 12th, 1953 and in Amsterdam, and Maharaj came to India in 1970, but Maharaj came to Vrindavan in 1978. So Maharaj often used to share like how is Guru Maharaj. Jayadutta Swami Maharaj joined ISKCON in 1968, and Jayadutta Maharaj used to say that by the time he joined ISKCON, almost all the major activity services has been completed. So in like funny note, the Maharaj says, so you can just imagine I joined in 1978. So by the time all the entire services has been already accomplished by many of the senior disciples. So he came to Vrindavan in 1978, and Maharaj often shares how in 1978 the Vrindavan used to be very simple, and the life in Vrindavan was very basic. That Maharaj used to share often, and Maharaj also says that when he joined ISKCON, he was given services in Govinda's restaurant. First day he joined as a manager, and in another 1 or 2 days he got the like a position in the temple management. So very within a few weeks, Maharaj started to be part of ISKCON Krishna Balaram temple management, and he was taking care of the temple. And also I used to recollect the Maharaj pastime of where he was Krishna Balaram temple president, and somewhere around in 1995, Maharaj was. So actually, I had some personal problem, and I was discussing with Maharaj. So Maharaj also shared his thing of like how he was serving Krishna Balaram, and in 1995 he was being shot in the Krishna Balaram temple, and it took 1.5 years for him to recover and come back to his normal life. So that is one of the great like comeback from Maharaj. And after that, in 1997, Maharaj took sannyas, and he vigorously preached in South Africa and Europe and India and many other places. So to say about the few experience I have had with Maharaj. So 2013, I first met Maharaj in Krishna Balaram temple guest house. So the first conversation, so all Vaishnavas are very senior, so we don't know the level of maturity or the knowledge they have. So with the amount of knowledge I had, so first conversation I had with Maharaj was the difference between Narayana and Krishna. So Maharaj very patiently heard what I spoke, and it was a very memorable experience for me. So wherein so Maharaj was saying, so if you take as a scale of 100%, so Narayana will can be given the percentage of 94%, but Krishna is 100% Supreme Personality of Godward. So So that was the conversation I had with Maharaj in 2013. And in 2015, my mother got initiated. So Maharaj very mercifully accepted my mother as her disciple, my mother as Maharaj's disciple. And my mother don't know English language, but Maharaj converses with my mother just by expressions. He will be letting her know things, and both will be conversing just by expressions. And then my brother and myself will be communicating with Maharaj and my mother. So these are the few pastimes which I remember. And also we met in 2019 in so in the place where currently Maharaj is staying. We met for half an hour, and Maharaj gave instructions on how we have to take care of the deities nicely at home. And also I had some personal problem, and I discussed with Maharaj, and he gave the clear instructions on how we have to take those situations in a Krishna conscious way. And he explained us, even though we had some false, so Krishna understands the intention with which we are doing. Even though that is not successful, Krishna understands the intention which we are doing. So that was the conversation I had in 2019. And so as we all know, 1 year before Maharaj was undergoing this treatment for more than 5 to 6 years. In 2016 also, Maharaj came to Coimbatore for 3 weeks for his Ayurvedic treatment. And finally, when he was diagnosed that his health condition was not treatable, in 2022 March, April, he got to know that this disease can't be cured. So he got a prostate cancer. And Maharaj did not disclose the information. And in April 2022, he accepted the Vyasa Puja. And he don't want to make his disciples unhappy. So without disclosing the information, he happily accepted the Vyasa Puja. And in June 3rd, 2022, Maharaj conveyed his health situation to all the disciples, and he said how he is going to plan his next coming months. So likewise, he completed his duties outside India, Vrindavan, and he came to Vrindavan on September 1st. So for Radhastami, almost all the disciples of Maharaj came to Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan, and we met Maharaj. So for 2 weeks, from September 4th to September 15th, for 2 weeks, Maharaj gave his full association to each and every devotee. So the energy Maharaj gave for us, almost all 24 hours, he gave for each and every devotee. And he was even then he was not drained. He was keep on giving. And for past 6 months, all his like instructions and recordings have been uploaded in the YouTube page as well. So which the Zoom meetings are all been uploaded. So we attended all the meetings, and he gave very nice instructions, and he completely showed us how to take complete shelter of holy name, how to take shelter of devotees, how to take shelter of Dham, and how to take shelter of Kirtan. And so his final thing, he completely showed how he was surrendered and took shelter of Giriraj Maharaj. So his deity, his personal deity is Giriraj Maharaj. And he also, in past 6 months, he got also deity of Shadbuddha, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with 6 sons deities also he was worshipping. And we regularly used to get the pictures of his, actually in past 6 months, he was doing very elaborate puja in the mornings for more than 1 hour, and he used to share the pictures in our group, so that we can have the darshan of Giriraj and the deities of Maharaj. So these were the few instances which I want to share. So if I have time, I also like to talk few points about which was spoken during my initiation as an instruction. So can I speak that?
Yes, bro. Quickly, maybe in a minute. We have other devotees lined up.
Yeah, sure. So I will just share so the exact points. So he said we are trying to become pure devotees. Srila Rupa Goswami explains Anya is the Sunyam. So we should be free from any other desire of karma, enjoyment in this world, or jnana, liberation. Simply always engage in serving Krishna favorably. Try to do what Krishna needs, what Krishna desires. Serve the Vaishnavas. Then we will come to pure devotional service. Srila Rupa Goswami explains how to cultivate pure devotional service in his book Nectar of Devotion. So engage in regular practice explained in the details from chapter 6 to 14 of Nectar of Devotion. I would like to, so he asked us to read first 19 chapters of Nectar of Devotion. All the instructions how to engage in the service of the Lord has been mentioned there. So it is said our senses utilize it in the service of the Lord. Always associate with devotees. Read Srimad Bhagavatam. Keep close connection with Vrindavan. Worship deities with faith. Most important of all is chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So life will bring so many things. Sometimes it is very pleasant, or sometimes it's very difficult. But chanting should be going on. So Acharyas recommend rise early, quality chanting, chant with love, complete chanting in the morning. Go to bed early and wake up early, and serve Vaishnavas. Nirantar Nama Sankirtan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said this. Prabhupada said Grahasthas are little busy. They will only chant in the morning, afternoon, and in the evening. So read Srila Prabhupada book every day. He is more than a pure devotee. Specially empowered incarnation of the Lord just reveals the transcendental instructions. Just keep the connection strong with Prabhupada books. Then we can also understand why we are doing this. About some of the things which you have to keep in the mind. Associate with devotees. If we won't go and associate with devotees, we will be drying up. So these are the few points which I wanted to share. So thank you very much for the opportunities. So if I made any mistakes, please forgive me, and thank you very much for the opportunity. So I request all devotees and Vaishnavas and Maharaj's blessing for me, so that I follow the instructions of my Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sarvadhananda Prabhu. Certainly, we as a ISKCON family, Srila Prabhupada's family, we all are going through the same pain as you all disciples are going through. But yeah, we are like together, we are like one family. You lost your spiritual father, we lost our spiritual uncle. So yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you again. Dinanukampa Mataji and I believe Sanak Sanatan Prabhu भी माता जी के साथ ही है, वे दोनों वृंदावन जा रहे जैसे गुरु महाराज कहे। हम अनुरोध करना चाहेंगे अनुकंपा माता जी और तत्पश्चात सनक सनातन प्रभु या जो भी पहले बोलना चाहे। माता जी काइंडली अनम्यूट।
Hare Krishna.
जय प्रभु, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
You can hear me? I'm audible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm in the car, so it is a little bit funny due to that. We have already heard a lot of things. I would like to, my first time really association was in 1996 when Padayatra came to Mayapur. And we were spending some time there. We wanted to renovate some equipment. I was very new to Padayatra. I was hardly 4 or 5 months on Padayatra. I had joined after Kartik, and from Chamosi we went to Mayapur, and we conducted the first Navadip Mandal Parikrama. And we were looking for a place to stay, and Kadamba Kanas, that time Prabhu provided us, he was finishing the construction on Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi. That's one of definitely his great achievements. The Samadhi construction had been started many years earlier, and due to, I'm not sure what was the technical problems, it had been stopped, and all the irons, everything had been rusted. It had been sitting there, no work was going on. And he took it upon himself to complete that. And due to that, he had a lot of worker hearts and backside space So the whole Padiyatra, he accommodated us, and later on when I started renovating, he helped me with work with many things. That was my first impression, and he completed the samadhi, and yes, everyone has been there. It is very beautiful, and he did it very nice, and me also a little bit looking after construction. You can see there's no cracks, there's no gaps, there's no everything is done to very high quality. So then really what I would like to tell, and that impressed me very much. I had another good association with Maharaj, maybe that was after I took over the Padiyatra, that not really sure when was that. Uh, I got the time wrong. That was not 96. That was in 90. So my next association was in 1997. I was in Vellore, and Padiyatra was stationed there, and the devotees had gone, I would say, to Navadip Mandal, Parigama, Raj Mandal. I was staying there, and Maharaj arrived to visit the Padiyatra, but Padiyatra was not on the move. So we spent almost a week together, and the Padiyatra devotees came back, and we walked off. And it was a very friendly and humble and very personal association. He was just recovered from his being shot, and but the real story I want to tell, that is maybe also already 14, 15 years back. I'm not fully sure about the time frame. I was in Europe traveling with my family, and I visited Rajaram and all Padiyatra devotees in Czech. And there was an annual festival they have once a year in the Czech Yatra. And it's like a Christian resort. It's hard for the Indian devotees to describe. It's like a resort where big groups can have a program. And so the devotees were renting that once a year, and devotees from all over Czech and Slovakia would come together. And Maharaj definitely was one of the big highlights of that festival. And he was just arriving. And the big kirtan is there, and they put the flower petals and everything. And me and my wife and kids, we were nearby sitting on in the park on the grass and just watching the scenario. And Maharaj came by, getting fully worshipped. Kirtan is roaring, and somehow or another, from the side of the eye, he seen me sitting there on the grass. And he immediately left this whole procession. Everyone was looking at him. He left this procession and came over to me and made me stand up and embraced me. And he was so happy that I was here from Vrindavan. So that very deeply touched my heart, that humility, even in all this pompous worship, he just seen me. I'm not like his close friend or other insignificant. And he immediately acknowledged me and just snapped out of this whole awe and reverence thing and came over and greeted me and embraced me. Very impressive. And another thing, when Maharaj arrived for his last stay in Vrindavan, I remember he came in the morning, he seen me in Mangalati, he embraced me very heartily. He was very happy to be in Vrindavan. And later on, I spoke to him, and he already said that I will try my level best to sustain as long as I can. And I'm not going to prolong. Whenever it is getting really bad, I will just stop eating. And if it comes hard to hard and I'm getting too miserable, I might even stop drinking. So, he went full speed. He had every day, he called all his disciples. He had yatras. He went all over Vraj. He did kirtans. Even in this later stage, when he was already really sick, still he came to the temple, gave class, and wrote a kirtan, Mangalati, and I mean, very impressive. I'm very impressed. What Lokanath Maharaj before said, the art of dying. So definitely, he gave a fantastic example. He was available to the last day. Every evening we could go and sit and make kirtan for him, and he spoke a couple of last words, maybe a week ago when I last went. He actually allowed me to come in, and he spoke a couple of sentences. He already had difficulty to speak. So I have to offer my obeisances, and we have to pray that we are also so fortunate that we can leave our body like that. And maybe Maharaj can bless us from the other side. He's with the cows now, with Krishna and his cows. So he's very fortunate. And I guess all his disciples are very fortunate. I remember maybe when I was still in Pandharpur, I was in Chowpatty. I was doing some collection, most probably downtown Mumbai, for building Pandharpur temple. And Maharaj gives a Bhagavatam class. He was in here around Chowpatty temple. And he sat on the Vyasa and he sang. And I got immediately, sometimes you have said, when the atmosphere changed to Vrindavan. So he made the Vrindavan atmosphere. And that's the first time I realized the magnitude, the depth of Maharaj is having, and that he's actually situated in his original position. He's right there, and he has it, and he can give it to others. I remember that moment. I will never. That was a very deep moment. So I will give it to others, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak. And His Holiness Kadamba Kanana Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that sweet and touching memories and expression of your exchanges with His Holiness. Maybe we would request now Dinanukampa Mataji to speak, and then we have others in line too.
Hare Krishna. I have the basis Jai Prabhupada. I think it is no secret that Kadamba Kanana Maharaj really loved South Africa. And he came to South Africa 3-4 times a year. I think what really stole my heart was my very first meeting with Maharaj. I had a whirlwind trip to Vrindavan for initiation and was on my way back to Cape Town, unbeknown to me that Maharaj was on the same flight. And then when we landed in Cape Town, I saw Maharaj in a different queue. You know, when you land in a country, you have to go through immigration, and you have citizens that have one queue, and you have foreigners that have another queue. So Maharaj was in the foreign passengers queue, and I was in the South African passengers queue. And I saw Maharaj, and we sort of saw each other simultaneously. And I offered obeisances. And from where Maharaj was, he literally screamed at the top of his voice, "Have you come from Vrindavan?" And I said, "Yes, Maharaj." We're having a conversation maybe 50 meters from each other, but it doesn't actually end there. I was cruising through the immigration, and Maharaj was in a real big hurry. And I actually asked him, "Maharaj, why are you rushing?" He says, "I have the connecting, sorry, we were in Johannesburg. I have a connecting flight to catch to Cape Town." So as Krishna will have it, Maharaj missed his connecting flight to Cape Town and ended on the same flight as I was back to Cape Town. And the lessons, and when I met Maharaj says, "Oh, well, I missed my flight. Seems I'm stuck with you." And I said, "Okay, so what are we going to do?" He says, "Well, let's just associate with each other." The lessons that Maharaj gave me on that day for 2 hours, because that's the flight time from Johannesburg to Cape Town, have paved my way into consciousness to this very day. And I would like to say that when the two things that resonate with a lot of devotees is the fact that Maharaj always had the personal touch. He knew each and every disciple, no matter, I'm talking about my experience in South Africa, no matter which temple it was, he would reach out to each and every disciple. And not just every disciple, he would reach out to every devotee in the temple, speak to them personally. And I have one one incident that I'd really like to share, which I think epitomizes Maharaj's mood and epitomizes Maharaj's humility and love, not just for Srila Prabhupada or ISKCON, but every aspect of ISKCON. It was Rath Yatra in Cape Town, and I was fortunate enough to have the service serve the sannyasi tent. And Maharaj came and to have lunch, and there was a whole array of sweets presented to him. And he looks at me and he says, "You know, I can't have sweets." And obviously I was not aware that Maharaj could have sweets. And then I said, "Oh, that's okay, Maharaj. I also don't have any sweets." And he says, "You as ISKCON devotee, you don't have sweets?" I said, "Well, Maharaj, you're not having any sweets." He says, "But you know why I don't have any sweets? I was shot in Vrindavan, and after the shooting, I cannot have any sweets anymore." Now, you know, when someone has been through something like that, and they take it as Krishna's mercy, they take it as just a part of life, I think that shows the level of Kadamba Kanana Maharaj. It shows his surrender to Krishna. It shows his surrender to Srila Prabhupada and just to the mission of Prabhupada. I'd like to end off just sort of tying Guru Maharaj's gift, Rajamandal Darshan, to Kadamba Kanana Maharaj. During Karti, some of the devotees came down, were in Vrindavan, and they sent me a photograph. And one morning, Maharaj was giving class from Rajamandal Darshan. So it seemed like such an appropriate gift that Gurudev has given to His Holiness. And I just want to say that I want to thank Maharaj. I think it's because of his mercy that I am able to go to Vrindavan today and hopefully participating, just being there and experiencing the euphoria that is definitely going to be there today. So please accept my humble obeisances, Maharaj. And my heart is really sore. My heart is very sore. But I thank Gurudev for my mother. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for that memory, and hoping to get the same lessons as you luckily got on the 2 hours flight from Maharaj. And तो हमारे बीच कुछ और भी भक्त है, लेकिन समय का अभाव है, तो कल भी हम ये सेशन रखेंगे। तो क्षमा चाहते केशव प्रभु और श्यामलांगी माता जी, आज समय के अभाव के वजह से हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे, लेकिन कल पुनः हम महाराज जी की संस्मृति को याद करेंगे। तो कुछ भक्तों से हम कल भी सुनेंगे, जैसे केशव प्रभु है, एक वरिष्ठ भक्त है गुरु महाराज जी के, तो उनके कुछ संस्मरण है महाराज जी के साथ। और श्रीमान हरि कीर्तन प्रभु है, श्यामलांगी माता जी है, सखी वृंदा माता जी है मॉरिशस से, तो और भी कुछ हमारे गुरु भाई बहन कल भी महाराज जी के विषय में हमें कुछ कहेंगे, सुनाएंगे। तो अभी आज सुबह के महाराज जी के जो विग्रह है, जो उनके शिष्य कह रहे थे स्वरूप दामोदर प्रभु, तो आप अपनी स्क्रीन पे देख पा रहे हैं। ये महाराज जी का ऑल्टर है, जहाँ पर गिरिराज जी के विषय में वे भी कह रहे थे। तो ये श्री गिरिराज महाराज जिनकी शरण में महाराज पहुंचे हैं या गए हैं, एक प्रकार से वे ये सुंदर गिरिराज शिला के दर्शन है महाराज जी की। और साथ ही में जो प्रभु जी कह रहे थे षडभुज गौरांग के विग्रह महाराज जी को प्राप्त हुए थे कुछ समय पहले। षडभुज गौरांग का सुंदर विग्रह है, उनकी आंखों में आप देख सकते हैं महाराज जी के प्रति करुणा और प्रेम। साथ ही में उनके ऑल्टर में ये बहुत ही गहरा चित्र था श्री हरिदास ठाकुर का, जो कि स्वयं महाप्रभु के गोद में अपना देह त्यागे थे। तो ये आज सुबह के दर्शन है उनके ऑल्टर के। आप देख सकते हैं श्रीमती राधा रानी का भी स्थान है या उनकी भी छवि है। तो इसी के साथ हम अब आज के सत्र को यहीं विराम देना चाहते हैं और आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि महाराज जी के विषय में और भी काफी महत्वपूर्ण बातें हैं जो आज कार्यक्रम हो रहा है। महाराज जी को 9 बजे कृष्ण बलराम मंदिर में लाया जाएगा फाइनल दर्शन के लिए और वहां से उन्हें गौशाला, उनका जो प्रकार से कह सकते हैं हिज एटर्नल प्लेस, जैसे गुरु महाराज कहे और सनक सनातन प्रभु भी कहे, वे अब भगवान के साथ, केवल भगवान के साथ नहीं, भगवान और उनकी गैया के साथ है। तो वहां पर उन्हें समाधिस्थ किया जाएगा कृष्ण बलराम मंदिर के गौशाला समाधि एरिया में और फिर 3 बजे से विभिन्न कार्यक्रम भी प्रारंभ होंगे। तो ये सारे प्रोग्राम हम सभी लाइव देख सकते हैं महाराज जी का जो ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल है कदम कानन मीडिया करके, और फेसबुक पे भी काफी भक्त उसे शेयर करेंगे। तो आप सभी से अनुरोध है आप उन सभी कार्यक्रमों को अवश्य अटेंड कीजिए, सुनिए, समझिए। बिकॉज गुरु महाराज प्राय कहते हैं कि प्रभुपाद कहते थे कि इस्कॉन में हम जीने की कला, आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग नहीं सिखाते, अपितु हम आर्ट ऑफ डाइंग सिखाते हैं, मरने की कला सिखाते हैं। तो गुरु महाराज के मुखारबिंद से हमने सुना कि ये एक सक्सेसफुल डिपार्चर था, यानी जो हम कहते हैं, हमें अभी याद है जब हम कौन में आए थे तो कहा था फाइनल एग्जाम जो होगी वो मृत्यु के समय होगी। तो महाराज जी उसे उत्तीर्ण हुए हैं, उसमें डिस्टिंक्शन से भी अधिक उनको मार्क्स मिले, ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि गुरु महाराज भी उसे प्रूव किए और सभी भक्तों का यही मानना है कि लौटे हैं और पहुंचे हैं श्री कृष्ण बलराम के चरणों में। तो ये सारे कार्यक्रम लाइव होंगे आज, अब दिन में हम उसे अटेंड कर सकते हैं और कल पुनः हमारे जपा टॉक में हम महाराज जी के विषय में कुछ और श्रवण करेंगे। और आप में से कोई भक्त यदि बोलना चाहते हैं तो कल बोल सकते हैं समय रहते हुए। तो इसी के साथ हम महाराज जी के चरणों में प्रार्थना करते हैं। कल हम दिखाएंगे गुरु महाराज जी ने और उन्हें एक लेटर लिखा था, वहाँ काफी महत्वपूर्ण बात कही है गुरु महाराज जी ने, कल आप सभी से शेयर करेंगे। तो पुनः आप सभी का आभार। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, परम पूज्य श्रील कदम कानन स्वामी महाराज की जय, परम पूज्य श्रील लोकनाथ स्वामी महाराज की जय। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय।